did you brush your teeth this morning? Because it really does stink. Oh, hi. I'm Joe Gumm with Traveling with the Tribe. And in this episode, we take the tribe to SeaWorld in San Antonio, where we get to swim with the whales. What kind of whale is this? Well, you have to stay tuned to find out. Seriously, you need a mint. Can you give me a kiss? Oh, I appreciate that. I take back the mint comment then. All right, you forgive me? All right, good. Give me another one. All right, thank you.
The SeaWorld Interactive Center in San Antonio. One of the greatest and most popular vacation activities in the state of Texas for everyone, including families with kids. Of course, one of the reasons why is because of the interaction with one of the biggest parts of their shows at SeaWorld, the Beluga Whales. And fortunately for the tribe, we were able to be a part of something really cool, swimming with the Beluga Whales. Something we had never done before, and certainly it was something we were looking forward to.
Serious about liking this.
Ready to go, ready to swim with the dolphins, the sharks, and the whales, and everything else.
Ready, girls?
Mom, are you ready?
Hi.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
How you doing? You guys ready to go get wet and meet a beluga whale?
We sure were. First up, though, the tribe had to watch a video and get instructions on what to do once we were eventually in the tank with the whales.
All right. Well, hi. My name is Steve. I'm one of the trainers here. Hi. And welcome to our Beluga Whale Interaction Program. And what we're going to do first, we're going to watch a little video. It's a short movie on beluga whales and the interaction program. It's going to tell you a lot of information about beluga whales. And then we're going to have a lot of fun and put some wetsuits on and get wet, okay? Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get your video started.
And I have to admit it, watching a soothing, quiet video about whales wasn't really the best thing for keeping our attention, especially G3 Milana, G4 Evangela, and myself. But then a pop quiz on what was in the movie and some training tips with an actual tribe member, G1.
Laura, you think you can help me out? Come on up, Laura. Okay, everybody give Laura a big round of applause for being brave for us. All right, Laura. Now, Laura, we're going to pretend you're one of our brand new beluga whales, okay? Okay, so the first thing that I, as her trainer, want to learn is what she likes. Laura, do you like to eat food? Yeah? What do you like? Popcorn, okay. So the first day when I meet Laura, I'm going to say, okay, here's some popcorn. Bye-bye, have a nice day, and leave. And she's thinking right off the bat, who is this weird guy dressed in the weird colors? He's kind of strange. But at least he gave me some popcorn, so that's all right. The next day I'm gonna come and say, hey Laura, here's some popcorn, and you know what? Here's 10 bucks too. Bye, have a nice day. She's thinking, okay, the strange guy came back. This time he gave me popcorn and 10 bucks. One of the principles we like to use here at SeaWorld is develop great relationships with our animals, like Laura here. So I want her, every time she sees me, to think, hey, good things happen when Steve comes around. So the next day I'm gonna come in, hey Laura, how you doing? Here's some popcorn. And how about a cheeseburger? You like cheeseburgers? No, okay, well how about pizza? Here's some pizza then, okay? I want to make sure that when she sees me, again, she's thinking good things happen when Steve comes. Now let's start training her, okay? I'm gonna use my whistle, I'm gonna use my hand. Okay, watch this. Hey Laura! Here's some popcorn.
Okay.
Okay, Steve changed things up, didn't he? First, normally I just come in and give you food, but this time what did I do? What did I do first? I touched you on the head, right? And then I blew the whistle. And then what did I do? I gave you some popcorn. I will do that over and over and over again. Touch her on the head, blow the whistle, and give her something she likes, right? Let's try it again. Here's 2 tickets to Disney World.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool, huh? Okay, so eventually she starts to pick up on these patterns. Steve comes in, I touch her on the head, I blow the whistle, I give her something she likes. Over and over and over again. You got it down? What's first? Head. Whistle. Popcorn. All right, so one day she's thinking, man, I'm gonna go see some movies. I would really like some popcorn. Where's Steve? Because when Steve comes around, I get popcorn. Oh, here he comes. I'm gonna come up to her, and I'm gonna hold my hand up. She's thinking, hurry up, touch me on the head. I'm gonna hear the whistle, then I'm gonna get the popcorn. But I'm not gonna touch her on the head. I'm gonna hold my hand right here. She's like, hurry up, give me the popcorn. Hurry up, touch my head, blow the whistle, I want the popcorn. But my hand's gonna stay right there. She's thinking now, what do I have to do to get that popcorn? And I'm just gonna wait. Eventually, she gets a popcorn. Did you see that? She's a smart one. She learns, just like our whales learn, that their behavior can dictate what we do. Does that make sense? Let's try it again. Here's $10.
Okay.
All right, you're starting to make a lot of money on this, huh? Okay, let's try it a little bit differently this time. Oh, I changed it up on her. How many times did she touch the hand? Twice. And then, oh, here's $50.
Wow, all of that just to swim with the whales? You bet. A lot goes into training the beluga whales, and we had to learn it so we could participate. So it was time to put on our wetsuits, a process that was almost as hard as sitting and watching a video on whales.
Who's put on a wetsuit before?
No.
One? One? Okay. The way to put a wetsuit on is kind of like putting on a pair of tights for the ladies. They pull the pants up first, and then the top goes up. You put your arms through, the zipper goes in the back, and the logo goes in the front. A lot of times the girls are a lot faster at this because they've got practice putting on tights and pantyhose. But I have a feeling the boys can win today.
Let's do it.
All right.
But we did it, and to be honest, it was a little more revealing than what we expected.
Ready to go?
We beat Daddy.
Yep. We get to see some whales.
You mean Beluga Whale?
Beluga whales. Yep.
Well, it definitely will motivate you to work out. You're showing, I'm so embarrassed.
Daddy, the girls beat.
You guys won.
All right, guys, looks like we're all here. Are you guys ready to go meet a beluga whale? Yeah! Okay, let's head this way.
Nice and snug. Now, once we settled into our suits, we moved outside by the tanks to get more instructions. But this time around, we got to see who we would be swimming with.
Yeah, look at this. I feel like Aquaman, you know?
You look like Aquaman.
It shows everything. Definitely have to work out afterwards.
Be glad you're a man.
Oh.
You always ask that question.
All right, guys, so here we are. Here are beluga whales. Over here, looking at us here on our left is Luna, and over there on the right is Oliver. And we're gonna get to meet both of these guys today. Now, what we're gonna do is we're all gonna slide in and get in on this ledge. You see where the ledge is over here? It's about waist deep. Some of you little squirts, you might be tempted to float around, but remember, the more you jump around, the more the beluga whales might be tempted to stay off a little bit, okay? So try to be as calm as possible.
And then it was into the water to meet our new friends, the beluga whales. That's coming up next on Traveling with the Tribe. The Kids Ark Magazine, a 36-page interactive magazine that kids all over the world are talking about. If you're a kid that loves games, trivia, and cool stories about other kids, you'll love the Kids Ark Magazine, the only magazine that gives you a chance to win $100.
Look, $100 you could win for just answering some very simple Bible questions and all kinds of other great stuff.
Parents and grandparents will love it because it's an upbeat magazine that promotes positive choices about life decisions. The Kids Ark Magazine. Log on to thekidsark.com today to order your subscription or call 1-800-455-1770.
Welcome to my world.
When children and their families face serious illness, loneliness and anxiety are their constant companions. Starlight's entertainment, education, and family activities distract children from their pain, help them better manage their illnesses, and connect families facing similar challenges so that no one feels alone. Help us bring millions out of the dark. Visit starlight.org today.
The ice-cold water of the SeaWorld Interactive Center in San Antonio. That's where the tribe is this week, hanging out with the Beluga Whales. And when I say ice-cold water, I mean it. But what's a little ice-cold water when the summers in Texas are extremely hot? For the tribe, we didn't care if the water was freezing or not, just because we were doing something we had never done before. We were learning how the trainers at the SeaWorld Interactive Center teach and train the Beluga Whales how to do things for their very entertaining shows at SeaWorld.
My responsibility as assistant curator of the animal training department, responsible for allowing people to connect with the animals in the form of our show, which is called Azul. And it's an awesome show. It's got high divers, synchronized swimmers, plus our beautiful beluga whales and Pacific white-sided dolphins. Interesting thing about having those two species in this one facility is they're completely different. Beluga whales, very slow, very graceful, very gentle, contrasted with the Pacific white-sided dolphins. I mean, they're spitfires. They're lots of high energy. They jump 20 feet in the air, do back flips, front flips. And then we also have our human acrobats doing the exact same thing. So it's a nice mesh of animal performers and people performers.
And once we finally got into the water, we got to do exactly what the trainers did. However, we armed ourselves with treats, a favorite of the Beluga Whales.
Oh, I did it!
There you go. You did it, huh? Did you give her yours? Okay.
More importantly, we learned about the beluga whale. This gentle, mysterious mammal is one of the park's most sociable animals. Born dark gray, their signature white color is actually a clever camouflage belugas develop by maturity, allowing them to swim peacefully in the waters of their icy Arctic homes. Nicknamed sea canaries, belugas are often heard before seen thanks to their unmistakable bird-like songs. Instead of dorsal fins, they have a low dorsal ridge that lets them swim easily beneath thick ice sheets and find breathing holes. A pretty cool adaptation essential to life in one of the coldest regions on the globe. Obviously, we weren't in the coldest regions on the globe, but that didn't matter. The beluga whales at the SeaWorld in San Antonio were just fine with where they were.
Okay, this time take your fingers and lift it. Right here, right on the side of your hand. There we go. You know how to make a little gun with your fingers? Okay, now hold it like this. On the count of three, you're going to shoot it up in the air, okay? 1, 2, 3. That was a good one. Good job, Luna. Good job. You know how to tell you she's doing a good job? Splash her a little bit. Oh, she's winning! You better keep going! Get her!
Now, one of the things the beluga whales are known for are doing tricks, and the tribe had the opportunity to see how good they were at doing them. We basically got to play trainer for the day. And one of the things that goes along with doing tricks is being a part of the trick. That's one thing each tribe member participated in.
Okay, all right, go for it.
All right. There you go. She's going to flip over. All right. And where am I grabbing? Just right there. Okay. Smile at the camera. Excellent job, Joe. There you go. Now, the reason I picked you for that is because all the water just ran down your back. It did, and I'm numb. We're going to do what's called a double head wave. This is what I want you to do. You're going to take your hands and wave them really big, okay? Wave them at her. No, face her a little bit more. There you go. Big waves. Big waves. Wave them. Yeah. There she goes. Good job, Lilia. Closer, a little closer. Just don't jump off. It's only 18 feet down.
Yeah.
And here she comes. Got it, girl, Luna.
Good job.
There we go. And I've got a good one for you. You take your right hand and put it right in here under your chin. Just put your left hand, put it right back here. There we go.
Good job.
Unfortunately, the smaller tribe members weren't allowed to participate, but they still had fun being a part of the training from the outside looking in.
Looks just like Daddy.
Can you pet her? It's kind of scary, huh? Lana, will you pet her, please?
You pet her? Here, you on your belly.
Hold on 1 second.
One second, baby.
There you go. Look
Go
at
there,
Lana.
Lana.
Lana, look over here. Pretty girl. Thank you. Good job. And you can wave bye.
Wave bye-bye. Let's wave bye-bye. Bye-bye there, Lana.
Of course she liked it. They all liked it. But did the Beluga Whales like it, and do they like each other? Being together all day, doing the exact same thing.
You know, in 23 years, I've never had anyone ask that, and you are absolutely correct. You know, you have your family, you love your family as much as you love them. If you were in the same room 24/7, you'd probably go crazy with them. Same thing with the animals. They have their own social structure where one is more dominant than the other, and yeah, they do. It's natural. It's part of animal behavior to kind of squabble and establish that social hierarchy and that dominance. One of the things that we can't control that, but one of the things that we can control is the facility that they're in. You know, our facility has 2 million gallons of 58-degree salt water. It's perfect, it's huge for them, and it's divided into different compartments, different pools. So what we can do is we can break up the pools that the animals are in so they're not always swimming in the same pool with the same animals, and it provides that nice variety, and it works really, really well for them.
And what a cool job to be able to hang out in the water all day teaching whales how to do tricks and other cool things while also entertaining children of all ages.
So what was your inspiration in picking your work in life to do something like this? Because it doesn't seem like work. It seems more like fun.
No, we have a lot of fun out here. And really, I think what inspired me to get into the field was the animals. The animals are amazing, and where else do you have an opportunity to work with such amazing animals than here at SeaWorld in San Antonio?
Now, what's the setup here as far as, I mean, we got the behind-the-scenes look, and we're behind the stage and all that, but explain to us how a show goes and how often you guys do it and all that type of stuff.
Sure. We try to schedule the shows in regards to how many people are showing up in the park. So if there's a lot of folks, we try to get up to 6 shows. And we'll use the various animals that we've got in the shows. We've got quite a collection of beluga whales and dolphins, and we'll rotate them out in the shows.
What's the coolest thing that you're allowed to do? I mean, can you have fun and play with these whales and the dolphins and all the animals you get to be with? And joke? Are they jokesters?
Oh, all the time. Each individual animal, in a sense, has their own personality, and that's one of the great things about training these guys is we get to experience what each individual animal has to offer. And one of my favorite times in the day is coming out to the pool and just playing around with these guys and seeing what's going on in their world.
Do you have a favorite?
Well, I do. It's kind of like my kids, though, so if I say it, I want to make sure they're not around, but
Yeah.
Oliver's really my favorite.
Oliver's your favorite?
Yeah.
I don't think Oliver's going to watch the show.
He might. You never know. He's a smart guy.
Oh, that's true. They find a TV somewhere in the lounge. Well, what are the other things? This is probably one of the coolest things. Probably the coolest thing at SeaWorld. But when families come to San Antonio, you think, oh, they're the amusement parks, but this really is a cool adventure. I mean, it really is. And just
sure.
talk about the entire landscape of being at SeaWorld.
Sure. SeaWorld has something to offer from kids all the way up into folks who have retired. We just opened our Sesame Street Bay of Play, which has all the characters that kids have grown up with, Elmo and all of those guys, and there's a lot of activities for them to do there. We also have some rides for these kids to enjoy, as well as rides for the big kids. Roller coasters, the Great White and the Steel Eel, and of course all the animal attractions. We have various shows from Shamu and the Beluga Whales and the Dolphins and the Sea Lion show as well.
When people look at these shows that you guys put on, what kind of interaction do they get to be a part of?
We try to make the shows as immersive as possible, if that's the right word for it. A lot of performers are out in the audience. There's water squirting from different locations in the show, and we try to really bring the action to our guests.
How do you know when a beluga whale is smiling, laughing, upset, not having a good day? Can you really feel that emotion?
Well, that's difficult to say. We're very much behaviorists, so we watch how the animals respond to us. And when they come over and their eyes are big and they're moving quickly, it tells us that they seem to be really enjoying what they're doing, and they're enjoying the shows and how we interact with them.
Do they get any other snack besides dead fish?
We have a lot of different things we give
like,
them.
You know, you could throw them a bone every once in a while. Some popcorn, some Twizzlers, some Reese's Pieces, something.
We have tried a lot of different things to what we call reinforce the animals. Right now we've got some cans of whipped cream that the animals seem to enjoy quite a bit. But for the most part, their diet is restaurant quality fish. We give them herring, capelin, salmon, squid, a wide variety of stuff.
Wow, so the stuff that you and I eat.
Yes, very much. In fact, the same people that sell to restaurants are the same people that sell to SeaWorld.
All right. So how much fish do you go through then throughout the year? I mean, how much?
Oh, good heavens. That is a lot of fish.
More than served in the park?
More than served in the park, that's for sure. That's for sure.
Well, that's certainly good to know, because coming up next, how close is too close to the beluga whale and their whale breath? We find out on Traveling with the Tribe.
Hope, compassion,
Healing. Warming.
Crucial.
medically necessary,
Love.
loving,
Home.
It's a home away from home.
The Ronald McDonald House of Fort Worth. For nearly 30 years, the Ronald McDonald House has opened its doors to thousands of families and their critically ill children.
We're not just lodging. We want them to feel hope.
You're going to be able to stay and be part of the whole healing process for that child. That's what it's about.
We want to take care of our families so that they can better care for their children.
It's not something we ever dreamed we would need. But we're so glad that it's here.
The Ronald McDonald House of Fort Worth, a home away from home.
What's a good place?
Welcome back to Traveling with the Tribe, where this week we go splashing, diving, and jumping with the Beluga Whales at the SeaWorld Interactive Center in San Antonio. A great place to learn about the water creatures that entertain families throughout the year.
I'm also responsible for the Beluga Interaction Program, which, as you and your family are well aware, allows people to connect with these animals. And that's what SeaWorld's all about. We're celebrating animals, caring for them, and allowing people to connect with them. Connect not only with the animals, but connect with each other. We just opened this year Bay of Play. You've got young kids, so you know how they love their Sesame Street. We've paired with the Sesame Street folks, and we've created Bay of Play. It's a 3-acre wonderland themed after Sesame Street. We've got Elmo's there, he makes appearances, the Count, Cookie Monster, we've got Big Bird up there. It's a place for families to come in, take maybe a little bit of a break from the animals and go just connect with each other.
Or connecting with the animals themselves. We tried to figure out how close we could get to Luna, the beluga whale we were hanging out with for the afternoon, and it seemed as if, well, we could get real close without any problems.
Okay, go ahead. Get your hands on those knees. Here she comes.
You're getting me a kiss. Oh, thank you.
Okay, let's do another one. Put both your elbows right over here on the ledge. There you go. And face that way. Just like that. She's going to come snuggle with you, okay? Put your head right there on her head. Just like that.
She's sweet.
Excellent.
Ow!
There you go. All right, who wants a picture? Smile at the camera.
And before we left, Luna decided it would be a fun idea to, well, just watch.
What a great pet, you know? Out in your own backyard.
Hey, did you want to get together?
Yeah. Oh, we got something.
Oh, cool.
Oh, good shot, Oliver.
Great shot. Get her.
If you guys would, we're going to come all together in the middle of this ledge here.
Hey guys,
and
join
Luna's
up
gonna
with
say
me.
goodbye.
And Luna's going to do a cool thing before you guys leave. All right, so what everyone's going to do is put your hands on your heart,
Nice one.
and you're going to drop it down into the water. Ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3, drop. Might not want to be right there.
A lot of water's about to come your way.
Oh, Mike, watch out. Oh my goodness.
The SeaWorld Interactive Center in San Antonio. a place the tribe will always remember because it was the very first up-close and very personal experience we had with the beluga whale, our new favorite mammal.
I get in the water just about every show. I've been performing here at SeaWorld for 23 years. It's just been a blessing. It's a tremendous job.
Now, what kind of training do you need? If someone's watching this and thinking, man, that looks like a cool job, I want to do that.
Sure.
What did you have to go through?
Well, we look for folks that have a college degree in psychology of all things. We use a lot of behavior modification with the animals and operant conditioning. On top of that, we're looking for somebody who's a really good swimmer. If you're a high school swim team guy, you might be the person for us. And we look for trainers quite frequently. And then if you can go onto our SeaWorld.com website, there's a listing there of every time we're hiring.
You kind of have to be outgoing too, don't you? Don't you have to have some sort of communication skills because you're not only talking to the audience, but you're talking to the animals as well.
Exactly, exactly. And you're going to be in a wide variety of situations, like you indicated. A lot of times we're in the middle of a show talking to 3,000 people, and we have to switch and change gears and be able to focus on the animal and communicate with them. So communication is a big part of our job.